Good afternoon. It is Thursday, almost Friday. I had a day today. I know I always say TGIF on Fridays, but no, I had a day today. Like as soon as I started working, clocked in, I had a job, and I'm like, and they went it in a unrealistic time frame. I was like, there's no way. I hadn't even opened it, but I saw the title, and I was like, I knew what kind of job it was. I was like, it's not happening in that short period of time. I'm like, if you wanted that short period of time, you gave it to the wrong person, because I'm very attention to detail oriented, especially for that particular type of job. I'm going to, I don't know how to do a bad job or half-ass it, so I had that. And eventually they were just like, okay, do what you need to do. I'm like, it'll be done before the deadline. It just won't be at the unrealistic deadline. So it's that. And so I didn't eat or even have a chance to eat till like 11, 12. And they tried to give me another job while I was in between jobs. I didn't even have a chance to say I'm going on break. They gave me another job, and I'm like, I just said no. That's the kind of, I was like, no. I'm like, I haven't even eaten breakfast. I have gloss on, but it's not filling in like I needed to. My lips still feel chapped. That's why I'm like, what's going on? It's LYS. I think there's some LYS sales that already started for Black Friday. Put that down for as lip gloss to prep. And I was just like, nah, I haven't even had breakfast. I ended up just having lunch, not even breakfast. So yeah, I digress. So it's happy hour. I think the second to last happy hour. And I was tired. I was like, I don't know if I'm going. Because they gave me the other job. Came back, they're like, okay, here's this job, which is similar to the first job. And I'm like, okay. I'm wearing a shirt. I hadn't even picked out what shirt I was going to wear. I was like, and I didn't shave things. So we're having sleeves. And it's like going to be 70, 67 or whatever. And I have to walk from the garage. So I have sleeves. I definitely have sleeves. And I'm probably going to put a jacket on as well. A light jacket for later. Hands are itching. Usually that means you're about to get paid. Because I was like, can I get a financial benefactor? Because today I was like, I'm trying not to say the wrong thing. But so yeah, I ended up taking the next job because it's not like you can say no. So I'm like, okay. So I took that job. All my nails fell off, so except for that one, I like to let them fall off naturally or after I wash my hands if they fall off. That one's holding on. So it's not like I could say no, even though they were like, yeah, you could say no. Can I be reassigned? And I'm like, okay. How often you let that happen? Because I'm like, why would you give me the same type of job right after and I only had 15 minutes to rest, more or less. Yeah, I was just irritated. I was just like, I was just really, not even irritated, just frustrated. You know how you cry when you're frustrated? That's how frustrated I was. And so I was like literally chewing my lunch. I had pizza and crying at the same time. I got through it. I can, and I did. And I was like I said, I don't know to half-ass it. So even if, it's like, okay, I'm tired, whatever, sometimes things come naturally to me. Proofreading, catching mistakes, that comes naturally to me. So even if I'm not, I didn't set my eyebrows otherwise earlier, that's why I'm doing it now. So it's like, I know other people can probably get through it faster, but like I said, I'm attention to detail oriented, so I couldn't. So yeah, I worked on it and didn't have lunch because there's no way I could turn it over to somebody else halfway through. It's one of those type of jobs. It would take longer to try to explain than to just stay and do it. So yeah, we are using Fenty, the soft matte, the little one I got from Target, the mini, and I got a coupon from Ulta yesterday, $10 off for the full size at Ulta. And I'm like, oh, okay, if I go through this, it expires December 31st, and I'm like, if it feels like I'm gonna get through this by then, meaning all my looks need to be this one, maybe I'll buy it. Or buy someone else one. We'll see. Because I wanted to get the blue tint, so I don't know if I'll commit to the soft matte. I think this is too much right here. But I went off my hands. So yeah. So I wasn't, like I said, I was thinking of not going out to this happy hour tonight, but it's one of the last few ones. And it's like something you know is going to make you feel better once you get there. It's just preparing to get there kind of thing. I was like, let me just go. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to think what's on TV that I would stay home to watch and just zone out. It'd probably be Kardashians. I think what else is out there. I haven't watched any of Loki season 2 at all. I think tonight is the season finale. Yeah, I haven't watched it at all. I'll probably just binge it. Maybe on Thanksgiving. Spongy sponge. We're just pushing in. Do that at the same time since I haven't. I'm getting any excess, which there shouldn't be because it's soft matte. Or I could watch The Crown. I need to start season 2 of The Crown. Did I mention I finished season 1 last weekend? So there's no way I'm gonna get through 5-6 more seasons by next Friday. I mean, I could if nothing. Well, no, because I have to read my book for a book club. So yeah, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, see, just a little came off. Now I'm hungry, which I'm like, I ate lunch, probably because I didn't eat really breakfast, which is why my stomach is hungry. And where we're going is great. It's like an African place, maybe Nigerian. I forgot, it's called Latha. They have food there, food I would probably even want to taste, but it's expensive. And I'm like, okay. Yeah. So paying for a drink. May or may not have to, how much I have to pay for parking, because the thing says it's like $1 or something an hour. Somewhere else, somebody was like, yeah, I was only there 2 hours and I had to pay $12, $15. And I'm like, So that's why I'm like, okay, and if I gotta pay for parking too, that adds up. So I gotta think about that. No, that's very crooked. The House Labs, I think it was too close to my tone to go with this foundation. That's what I'm using. Teint, Idole, by Lancôme instead. But yeah, so I gotta think about parking. Maybe I'll go back there a different time. But I've never been there, so I want to definitely go. That's another reason why I'm like, okay, maybe tired, but I'm going. I'll be fine. Like I said, like the vibe, since I missed last week, and the vibe, I need that vibe right now. Just to, I don't want to stay home. I need that vibe. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I don't have to deal with light wheel or anything like that. So I just, yeah, I'm going as we see. It's like the vibe of my people, and just, yeah, we just have a good time hanging out with you. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna until they start doing them again. After this one ends, because it's holiday season. So who knows when I'll see some of these people. I'm going bowling Sunday with one of the girls from the happy hour I met from one of the happy hours. She texted me like 12:30 this morning about it. I knew already about it, but a group on about it, and I'm just like, I was literally about to put my phone down because I also was about to update it, and I'm like, who the hell is texting me at 12:30 in the morning? It was her. I'm like, okay, because you responded very fast. I'm like, the phone was in my hand. Otherwise, yeah. And that's why I sleep with my ringer off. Because when I woke up, I had another text. Not from her, somebody else. I'm like, who texted me at 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, but he stays up all night, so that's not surprising. Because when I used to work third shift, he used to text me. We would text all the way from like at least midnight to 3 when he went to bed. So that's why. In a way, I just hadn't talked to him in a while, so that's why it was a little surprising. So I was like, okay. And then while I was working, I had to work, so I was like, okay, just give me a second. Because I was given this job right away. I need to work on this job. See right there. So yeah, it's just quite a day. And I had nothing planned for tomorrow night. The friend's coming in town, so we're gonna hang out. I just realized, let's see, I need to push that down. Yeah, let's go like that. So, okay. Then Saturday morning, hiking with the girls. We haven't hiked in a while, so I think one of the girls is anxious about it. Like, but yeah, it has been a bit. I do like sleeping in. But this time is not as early as they usually are. And I also think because it's cooler, but it means snowbirds and more people will be out there, so we're gonna deal with that as well. And parking, it's the only good thing about hiking early because you gotta get there to get parking. Okay, let's see if it's blended and not settled in my line right there. Since I'm trying to use this up and it's a Fenty look, so warm up what we can. It's gonna go like that versus what I've been doing. I definitely feel it it's getting there. So I have pizza, so I was gonna eat when I came home. I can't even bother trying since I have this anyway. My door was having trouble shutting the other day. Like I had to slam it to get it closed. And then I came home, I really could not get it closed. And then I realized it's because the screw is loose. So, it's fine now. I tightened the screw. And the maintenance is fixing it as well. So I went to the office to tell them, and the guy who knows me, the fact that he would, as I was telling him what's happening, he was writing down my apartment number. I'm like, that means I either come in here too often, or you see me too often, or something happens too often for you to know what apartment number. He's like, yeah, he's like, no, I usually know people's either their name or their apartment. So I'm like, I don't think he knows my name. I think he just knows the apartment. Because whenever I say hi to him in the complex, I always say his name specifically because let him know I remember his name. He never says it back, so I know. Which is fine. Okay, so let us, I don't have that, oh, that's what I'm gonna do. You're gonna use to blend out a different, hopefully this is a different side. Yeah, it's a different side. Oh yeah, I like how that looks, at least in the mirror. Oh, and I was walking past that sushi last week, and I was walking past Dapper and Stout, and I'm like, they weren't very busy, and I'm like, apparently they just had the 2-year anniversary, and I'm like, I saw something like later, but I'm like, I don't know if y'all gonna last, because they weren't busy. Like, it's a Friday night, and I'm like, ooh. Like I said, the staff is really nice, so I'm like, I hope they do, but there's not, if I wasn't going bowling, and which the game was going to be on, I would definitely go up in there and watch the game, because I know it would be busy. So hopefully the business picks up. And that was just a fluke, maybe, I don't know. Oh, the Best Man holiday is on. I'm like, I'm not trying to watch holiday movies right now, but since it's on, it's fine for background content for me. And then I was just watching the Nia Long Jeezy interview yesterday. It's actually pretty good. And the fact that Nia Long didn't realize how much people had her back. It's like, people love you. They really do. She didn't realize that. She got emotional. It's like, no, people love you. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, I like how it's looking. And so, makeup therapy. Sometimes you're like, okay, I don't want to go, I don't want to do this. And I was like, do I need to do all this makeup, whatever? I don't. But seeing how it looks right now, I'm liking how it's looking. So it's cheering me up. Makeup can cheer you up. Okay, I'm gonna wipe some of this off on the towel since I used it to apply. And just kind of smooth that in a little bit more. Okay. Now let's set. I'm not gonna use, yeah, I'm gonna use that. It was a good interview, yeah. See, this is always the goal, and this is what happens. And then I watched filmmaking, a podcast about filmmaking. Today I started a podcast by The Ringer, Rewatchables. They're doing Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I started it because I didn't make, usually when I make breakfast, that's what I listen to while I make breakfast, even though it only takes me 5 minutes. I listen to a podcast while I make breakfast. So I did listen to a little bit while I was washing my face instead and brushing my teeth, since I didn't make breakfast and just was heating up pizza for lunch. Except consider baking. Let's set. You know, I've been doing. Yeah, I've been setting differently, so I just set that. So let's put on the blush and then set. Leave that out like that because I might use that for my eyeshadow too. And then I'm gonna take some of this. My lids are way too oily right now. I don't use concealer like some people do to prime the eyelids because they're oily. Okay, let's do. Now I'm going to brush all this one. Let's use this one. Yeah, that's why I don't be, what's the word I'm looking for? Baking. One eye looks drier than the other. Okay. My bad. Let's do, I'm gonna do lips. I'm not gonna do lips yet. I'm gonna do eyes. I'm gonna jump to eyes. I'm not gonna do that either. Oh, let's spray. Considering that went straight on my eyelids, which is why I want to do that first. Now we'll do eyes. Using the Fenty stick, Shadowstix. Bit higher. I have a return to Sephora. I decided to take that buddy, the Nessa buddy back. Because I'm really not going to use that blush. And I don't need the little tiny universal one. I would have went yesterday, but I was just tired. Then what was yesterday? It's Wednesday, okay. I'm trying to think, because Tuesday night I babysat for like 20, 30 minutes. I don't know how long I was there. But she was already asleep, so I just had to watch the camera really and was reading a book. So easy babysitting job. And then I went to Trader Joe's afterwards because they were still open. And there's a straight shot. And I ended up picking up a salad for lunch at work because I didn't defrost the chicken like I was supposed to, and I just couldn't think of what I wanted to make because I've already had shredded, chili, chicken verde, salsa verde, what have you. And I didn't want that again, so I was like, what am I gonna make? So instead, I was stressing over if I did defrost it, what would I make? I just went and got a salad. And it's fine. Because then I didn't have to fight over a microwave of our tiny kitchen, because our other kitchen is way too far from where my office is. I don't walk all the way down there unless I'm really desperate. I don't be that desperate. And it's still too warm. Like at night when I'm going to sleep, I'm like, ah. So I'm not falling asleep right away because I'm hot. It's still like maybe 50 or 60 when I go to sleep. There's no chill at all, so I'm like, And my bill for this month is like $68, $69 for electricity. So that means last month and part of this month. I'm like, I'm not trying to change that. By running the AC, so I usually sleep with the fan on during hotter months, not the AC, but I know. So it's just fighting the covers going under and on top of them, one leg out kind of thing. Okay, let us see. Just a little bit. It's hug worthy. Just put some more on, it'll be fine. Okay. Is that all I'm doing with my eyes? Oh, I was gonna do a little. Go with a little. I'll be like, oh, I'm almost done. And then I do this. There we go. Those shiny ones, highlighter colors, it's way too much. Okay, I see it now, I didn't see it before. Just subtle. Okay. And we'll do lips in a second. Let's do mascara. No, I'm not doing it in order I usually do it in. So, Tower 28 Beauty has a new brown mascara. It's not at Sephora yet. It's not waterproof, but I'm interested. Nonetheless, for those times I do. Like to use a waterproof or non-waterproof mascara. It does happen. Look down for a second. I was trying to mascara so it doesn't go on top of the. Okay, now lips. Primer. I'm not using a liner today because this particular lipstick I don't need to. Another song, that Whitney Houston song. It's all right. It's not right. I'm okay. I'm gonna make it anyway. That was a song that was in my head today, and so I had to watch the video, even though it's talking about a guy. I was like, "This is my theme song." It's just a busy day at work, so that's why when you act like that, you can reassign a job. It's not gonna happen. It's like, just tell them, stop being unrealistic, and it's like, you want that job done by a certain time. Like, send it in the morning. Send it in the morning. It's gonna always make that deadline. You send it mid-afternoon, it's not. Yeah, it's stressful. And then when that's like 2-3 hours later, that's not happening. So them telling that, but not somebody to back them and say, yeah, that is correct. That time is not realistic. like a, it's, yeah. Can't tell that was Kanye West and Jay-Z in Paris. Whoever was driving. A very good hearing. I don't know if you can hear that. It's in there enough. Even though I just literally. Tried that off because I had stuff on my hands. Like I said, normally I do that last, and I have not even picked out earrings. That's the kind of day. Let's see. Go with these. It's Thursday, Throwback Thursday. I had these a long time. It's kind of reminds me of those big clunky earrings girls used to wear in New York. What are they, knock earrings? What? I forgot what it's called. But reminds me of that. Like all around the way girl by LL Cool J. That kind of reminds me of that. Obviously it's not. So with that, this is my final look for happy hour.